is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Jordan Ray. We are at Midwest City High School tonight for Class 5A regional basketball action in the girls bracket only tonight. And we are about to have a tip-off between the Lawton Macarthur Lady Highlanders and the Noble Lady Bears. Again, this is 5A regional action. The Noble Lady Bears finished as the 5th seed in District 2 of Class 5A. They have a record of 15-9 on the season, coached by Lindsay Vandenberg Fletcher. And the Macarthur Lady Highlanders, with a record of 12-12, finished in the 4th place position in District 5 by Otis Gentry. Found a common opponent on their schedule this year, Jordan. They both played Lawton. It looks like those win margins over Lawton were somewhat similar, not knowing how the flow of the game went, but I'm expecting a really competitive matchup tonight.
Yeah, Tracy, so we'll go and say right now, we're not able to show video for this game where it's going to be an audio broadcast. You're able to see us. We'll put a regular graphic on when the game gets going, but we still wanted to do this game, Lawton Macarthur being one of our OSN teams, but also the fact this is a 4 versus 5 matchup. This is where you expect good games. And we have the only 4 versus 5 matchup that's going on right now because we're at Midwest City High School. The Lady Bombers had a bye, so they're not going to play tonight. So they moved this game up from its normal time slot, which is 7:30 to 6. And we got all the West Side games on for 5A girls. This game figures to be the closest. And, I mean, it would be a stab in the dark, if that makes sense, for me to predict a winner here. So, again, when there's a 4 versus 5 matchup, it's a game that we like to do when we can. We'll also see a 4 versus 5 matchup later tonight on the network when Altus plays Guyman. That's the other 4-5 matchup in girls 5A West. And the other thing is, we do know Midwest City will be advancing Saturday, of course, because of the bye. So we want to get familiar with these teams and see what are the Lady Bombers going to be up against in a couple days.
And we're about to have the national anthem here in the gymnasium now. So we're going to take a quick break for national anthem on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Tommy's Express Car Wash. We know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
Last year, 35% of all auto accident deaths were rollovers. If you've been in a wreck, don't hesitate to call. This is why you need our number in your phone. This could be you.
When you call our firm, you're going to get one of us, not some paralegal or office manager.
Most lawyers, they take more money than their clients. Most of the time, a lot more.
We don't, and we guarantee it.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Jordan Ray back at Midwest City High School for 5A regional action. This is the first round of regionals. It's a 4-seed versus a 5-seed. The Noble Lady Bears, the 5-seed versus the Macarthur Lady Highlanders, the 4-seed. Macarthur is the visitor on the scoreboard today. Their starting lineup being introduced now. It is a 5'6" freshman, number 1, Michaela Blackwell. A 5'7" freshman, number 2, Isabella Rapallo. A 5'6" sophomore, number 3, Shania Cooley. 5 junior, number 5, Kalea Brown. And a 5'5" junior, number 12, Ariana Houston. A young team, 2 freshmen, a sophomore, and 2 juniors in the starting lineup for the Macarthur Lady Highlanders. The starting lineup for the Noble Lady Bears. It's a 5'7" junior, number 10, Kinley McDonald. A 5'7" junior, number 11, Carly Wilson. A 6'2" junior, number 12, Addie Colwell. A 5'10" senior, number 20, Kason Cottrell, and a 5'7" senior, Callie Abernathy. So right now, just looking at the rosters, Jordan, Noble with more experience, starting all juniors and seniors, and more height on the court as well.
Yeah, Lawton Macarthur going with the guard lineup. You know, we've seen Lawton Macarthur a couple times here, Tracy. We both have once, I should say. I saw them when they played at Newcastle. You saw them when they played at Del City. Those are about as tough a matchups as you can have. Obviously, they weren't going to be in the league of those teams on that night. But we know Otis Gentry is a good coach. He's gotten his team to state 3 straight years, and now this team's very removed from that. But he has a good system in place. He always has good guards. But you're right, they're definitely the smaller team, and we'll see if that matters and how much that matters.
It's number 12 versus number 12 for the tip-off. Ariana Houston for the Lady Highlanders versus Addie Colwell for the Lady Bears. Colwell, that 6'2" senior out there for the Lady Bears. She has the definite height advantage on the court over everyone else. 4-inch advantage over the next tallest Noble player, and she has about a I want to say 7-inch advantage over the tallest Macarthur player.
Sorry, Trace. Just maybe see if Lawton Macarthur presses a lot, that they try to play quick, because that may be the only advantage they have.
So a scramble for the opening tip, and no one ever really got control of the ball. It was Callie Abernathy getting her hands on it over on the sideline, but dribbles on the sideline, turnover for the Lady Bears. Bringing the ball back up the court, Kalea Brown for the Lady Highlanders. She gets around her defender into the paint, pushes down the defender, and goes off the glass. A travel's called.
Still a good sign for Lawton Macarthur that Kalea Brown was aggressive like that. She's a 5'5" junior, and she wants to play fast. She wants to get to the basket.
Long pass down the court. Stop and off the glass. The bucket's good for Carly Wilson. That's the first shot of the game and the first points.
And we already have Lawton Macarthur calling a timeout. This is unbelievably early, but I think there was a breakdown in their press. Noble got the basket thanks to throwing a good baseball pass, because Lawton Macarthur was going with a full court press. So I'm expecting that Coach Gentry wants to get his defense aligned a little better.
So here early in the ball game, we have one 30-second timeout called by Coach Gentry of the Lady Highlanders already. We've had a turnover by each team. We've had one shot put up with a score by Carly Wilson of the Noble Lady Bears. The score is 2-0, 7:32 left on the clock here in the first period of play. And remind you, if you are watching right now wondering why you're not seeing game action on the screen, during the playoffs, as OSSA reserves the right ownership to all video, we will not be videoing or showing the video live of this game. 3 put up, shot no good, offensive rebound and a putback, hit the bottom of the backboard, another putback. Is it going to be an and one?
It is.
Bucket counts.
We're seeing a lot of scrap from Lawton Macarthur. They're the shorter team. The question is, can they be the quicker team? And those 2 offensive rebounds were a sign of them being the quicker team. They were quicker to the ball. And they're going to press now off the made free throw. And they quickly get a deflection. So this time it's going to be important for them to make sure they don't have there's not a Noble Bear who can leak behind the press for an open layup.
Is Isabella Rapallo getting the bucket and the free throw for Lawton Macarthur. 3-2 the score. Rapallo tips it out of bounds off the inbound play. It'll be an inbound play coming again for Noble in the backcourt.
Cottrell for Noble was open, but they didn't have confidence throwing the pass. Lawton Macarthur's gotten 3 deflections right now on this press of theirs, so now it's looking like what Coach Gentry wants it to look like.
That one's a little surprising a foul didn't get called, as Blackwell got her hand in there, tipped the ball away, but a lot of body contact. Missed the layup by Caldwell on the other end, tip ball and a rebound by Rapallo.
Blackwell saved a layup from Noble for Macarthur. Macarthur saved 2 points from Noble on that, and we got travel.
Travel call before the 3-shot went up by Rapallo. It went in, but it's no good because of the travel. That's another turnover. 3-2 the score still. Lawton Macarthur on top. 7 minutes to play in the first period. Full court man pressure by Macarthur, and Noble gets in trouble, turns the ball over again. 2 turnovers for each team and a foul called. That foul going against Noble after the turnover.
I mean, we're early, Tracy. It's real early, but again, we're expecting competitive games. So far, Lawton Macarthur has done everything they need to stay in this game. We have not seen a half-court possession yet for Noble.
Rapallo right around her defender. Floater from the baseline. It's good for 2. Rapallo with 5 points. Long pass down the court. Noble liking that long pass.
It's good recovery for Carly Wilson. Almost another turnover. That should have been a travel there.
Caldwell tried to take the baseline, took that long step. She just drug a foot again. Shot put up, and it is good by number 11, Carly Wilson. She has 4 points, and the score's 5-4. Macarthur on top.
Coach Gentry not happy that there was no travel call. There could have been a couple.
Block shot by Abernathy as that ball goes out of bounds off the block. It'll stay with Macarthur. Baseline inbound play coming into the hands of Blackwell. Top of the key, she works the ball around the perimeter now. Open 3 from the right wing. Shot's no good. Abernathy with the rebound. Abernathy pulls up. She may have got away with the travel as she took a hop before passing it.
Well, she should have shot it. She had a scoring opportunity there and decided to get rid of the ball.
Yeah, as quick as the Macarthur defense is right now, they're going to have to take open shots when they get it.
Nice
Caldwell.
Cut. Easy foul called there.
Cooley called for the foul.
Very good cut by Caldwell. She's 6'2". She's skinny. So she's not someone that you would expect to just get a lot of easy post position. She got open there by doing a really good backdoor cut.
Clanks that one off the back of the iron. Shot no good. 5-4. She has a chance to tie it up here, though it feels like Macarthur has just dominated the first couple of minutes of this ball game. It is still 5-4. Rebound by Macarthur. Nettles, who is now in the game, Maya Nettles pulls down that rebound. Rapallo, shot blocked by Caldwell. Baseline inbound play coming by Lawton Macarthur with 5.5 minutes to play in the first period.
That's where Caldwell could have a big impact getting block shots. As you're going to have several Lawton Macarthur players attack the basket.
Well, Nettles is now in there bringing some height for Macarthur. She's 5'11", so she matches up best height-wise. A block shot by Abernathy. That's her second block of the ball game. Abernathy directing traffic now as it is Wilson out top with the ball. Underneath, off the glass, too hard. Abernathy with an offensive board. And a foul called by Rapallo, or on Rapallo, I should say.
Rapallo was just really frisky there, and it's good that she was. That's the way she needs to play. And then you got to adjust how you're calling it. So she's a little too physical there. But now she knows that will get called, and she can adapt some.
Rapallo, an extremely talented freshman out there for Lawton Macarthur. She's all over the court, leading scoring, making defensive plays, and now getting the takeaway is Houston. And here come the Lady Highlanders once again. 3 turnovers now for Noble. Good ball movement, driving inside, open by Nettles on the baseline, good for 2.
You can tell that she practices that shot. That short baseline jumper where you're not able to use the backboard, that's a harder shot than it looks like unless you practice it a lot.
A lot of contact in there by Blackwell on 2 different Noble players with no foul being called, and then a jump ball, and it'll be Macarthur basketball.
Nobles tried to get some scoring going with some backdoor cuts. They made the first one, missed the second. That's definitely a good strategy for them because Lawton Macarthur is really playing the passing lanes.
And the way that this game is getting called right now foul-wise is playing right into the hands of Lawton Macarthur. Abernathy bringing the ball up the court for a block and rebound by Abernathy, her 3rd block of the game.
Nobles had 4 or 5 blocks already, so they are defending with size the way they need to in the paint.
Ball tipped away. Wilson chases it down once again, backs down a defender and picks up her dribble. Nettles tips it away, and then she's going to run over. That is McDonald. Foul on Nettles. We have 3 fouls on Lawton Macarthur, 2 fouls on Noble at this point. 3:47 left to play in the first period.
It's worth mentioning, Tracy, that we do have video for most of the games we're showing. We just couldn't do one for Lawton Macarthur. Won't get into all the details why. There's a close game going on at Del City right now, as Del City in a battle early against Guthrie.
Interesting.
6-6 is the score right now.
Another turnover for Noble here on a long inbound pass to a player wide open under the basket, but the pass was just too high, and that's the 5th turnover of the first period for Noble, averaging more than 1 turnover a minute now. Driving in, finding Nettles under the basket. Nettles has 4 points.
Yeah, but that's good driving kick action for Lawton Macarthur. That's Brown, and it looks like she can get to the basket whenever she wants.
Yeah. Noble just really playing with a hectic pace right now, running right into MacArthur's play style, and it is not to Noble's advantage as Noble with another turnover.
Yeah, we've seen Noble's size help them some on defense, but it hasn't helped them much on offense, and they have not been able to get a good look very often.
They do not, my initial impressions, they do not have the ball handlers to handle the aggressive guard defense of MacArthur.
Very fair statement.
Caldwell gets a block. That's her 2nd of the ball game. Ball ends up back into the hands of Rapallo.
Well, now MacArthur's got the shot going, and they are throwing the first punch, Tracy. And I say they are the quicker team, and they've played harder so far. It's early, though. We'll have a 30-second timeout for, we're going to call our Coach Vandenberg.
Coach Vandenberg-Fletcher.
Coach Vandenberg-Fletcher, yeah.
Yeah, met Coach Vandenberg-Fletcher of the Noble Lady Bears. Met her husband out in the line at the concession stand before the game started, and a very pleasant conversation had with him. And so appreciate his kind words toward my efforts as V-Dog with brackets throughout the basketball playoffs over the years.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting harder and harder to do that stuff. When I don't know if they expand classes in basketball, but I know in football, with all the classes they have, that's a lot to keep up with during that season.
Yeah, they have expanded Class B, so.
Okay, and in basketball, you got boys and girls. So
yes.
Plenty of work to do there.
Absolutely. Long pass down the sideline on the inbound play, and then a quarterback pass down the field going nowhere. Foul on a shot. That foul is going against Ashlyn Red Elk. That'll be her first personal, 4th team. That is not the right number 20. That's on MacArthur. That was Cottrell called for the foul. Her first personal.
It's a bad sequence for Cottrell because for some reason against the full court press again of Lawton MacArthur, she stopped running. She was running like a wide receiver route, trying to get open on a deep ball, and then she just stopped on the deep pass for some reason, and that allowed Lawton MacArthur to get a steal and get these free throw trips.
Mia Hughes at the line hits the first free throw, has the second one coming. Jordan, do you remember who hit that 3 shortly before that timeout?
I do not. It may have been Brown, but I'm only speculating there.
Yeah, I just was not looking. I was looking down at my stat sheet when the shot was put up. 14-4 the score now with 2:49 left to play in the first period. 3 fouls on each team now. Wilson gets across the timeline. She's being hounded by Kalea Brown. And Nettles just takes the ball away from Caldwell. Pulls up 15-foot jumper, no good. Rebound, Rapallo back inside to a teammate. It's good. That was Brown with the bucket.
It was a close game in the first half of this quarter, Tracy, and then Lon Macarthur has gone on a run, and they are still really stressing out Noble right now.
Well, they're beating Noble all over the rebounding, the boards right now. Baseline inbound play in the backcourt coming. Abernathy inbounding for Noble. Full court pressure by Lawton MacArthur. Inbound goes to Wilson. It's a one-on-one defensively. Screen set by Caldwell. Wilson gets into the front court, tries to get to the basket. She's cut off. Caldwell, again, I thought she had a baseline. Pulls up, passes off, and the ball is just thrown away for turnover number 7 by the Noble Lady Bears here in the first period. 2 minutes to play here in the first period. 16-4 the score with Lawton MacArthur leading. Game not near as close here early as I thought it would be, and not as competitive as I thought it would be. Turnover by MacArthur, only their third, but a big turnover. Caldwell coming to the basket off the glass too hard. That hectic pace of Noble has led to several layups just coming way too hard off the glass.
And then you had Kinley McDonald for Noble get into the paint, and she should have kept going and tried to score, and she wasn't confident enough in where she was to shoot it. And that was a possession that Noble should have had a basket there. But they're stuck at 4 right now, 4 points.
Double team out top, trap by Noble. Caldwell tips it out of bounds.
I like what I'm seeing from Noble right now, though. They're like, we'll throw it back at you. We'll try to play quicker. And we'll do that by trapping, and that has worked the last couple of traps.
They may not have the speed to trap, but they have the length.
No question.
Corner shot hits the side of the backboard, goes out of bounds near the Noble cheerleaders, and it'll be Noble ball on the baseline in the backcourt. Abernathy to inbound. Long pass down the court. Chasing it down. Layup and a travel call.
Whoa.
Too many steps after catching the ball.
They call that, huh?
They did.
That's the type of travel you don't see called very often. People complain about that at the NBA level not being called enough. I thought she took a couple of good steps there, and that was it. But
I thought it was a little bit of a questionable call.
Yeah, and
turnover by MacArthur on a bad pass. Abernathy back to her teammate. Thought she got a little shove in the back and no call. Now a foul's called on the rebound.
Well, a lot of MacArthur scraps. They don't assume the make is going to happen. And Noble is snake-bitten at the moment. Their defense has gotten better. They are forcing turnovers right now with their traps. They're going to keep doing it, but it won't mean much if you can't convert these turnovers.
Anna Thomas called for her first personal foul, 15 foul on MacArthur, and it is Kaysen Cottrell at the line shooting free throws. She hits the first.
My Noble, when you get a 5 seed, you've had a solid season. And they tied for 4th with Guyman, but Guyman got the tiebreaker because they had a better head-to-head win. They both teams split with each other, of course. Noble actually played Midwest City tough last time they played the Bombers. That was at Noble, but they played within 15. As you know, that counts that can be a factor for district points and stuff. So they've shown good basketball before the season. See if they can keep going.
Great move by Kalea Brown as she puts it off the glass. 18-6 is the score. MacArthur on top. 51 seconds to play in the first period. And Anna Thomas picks up her second personal foul. It'll be the 6th team foul. That's going to put, I believe, Abernathy at the line shooting 2 free throws for Noble. Callie Abernathy has no points, but she has 3 blocked shots and 2 rebounds in the ball game.
And, this is such a big game for Lawton MacArthur, Tracy. I mentioned before, as his first free throw is missed, as Noble continues to have a tough time putting the ball in the basket. They made the state tournament 3 years in a row from 2021 to 2023. But then the last 2 years, they did not get out of the regionals. They did not make it to area. They should have 2 years ago, but they had to expand the playoffs, which I never agreed with, and that ended up hurting them. They lost a stunner to Altus. So this could be the first time that they made it to area in 4 years. They can win this game.
And a bucket put up by Kinley McDonald. It's back to a 9-point game, 18-9. Trying to return the favor on the other ends. Macarthur, but a ball taken away off a rebound. Abernathy has it. She's fouled, going back to the line to shoot 2 more free throws, and the fouls are stacking up on Macarthur right now.
That's the tough part about playing aggressive. What do you do when you're in the penalty? Because it's not a good possession. It's not a good foul when you foul a team that's not in the act of shooting. They're still 30-plus feet from the basket, which is what happened right there. That's the risk of playing fast.
Well, Kalea Brown went down and made really just a bad shot selection. She did not need to get into a hurry, and she went into 3 defensive players and put up an ugly shot and then fouled basically just following the rebound. Abernathy hit the first free throw, misses the second. Brown's pushing the ball back up the court.
Oh, that's a double. Took the ref a bit of time to call it travel. I thought that she dribbled. Doesn't matter. Same effect anyway.
Yeah, a lot of officials will just use that same signal for both fouls at this point. That's 6 turnovers now for Macarthur, and it's an 8-point ball game. Caldwell has the ball in the front court, 2-on-2, goes to the hole, puts up the shot. Offensive board, putback's no good. Offensive board, and the putback's no good, but a foul called. Those rebounds coming from Kaysen Cottrell. She's going to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Cottrell knows that she can be a force on the offensive glass, and that's where Noble can have an advantage with her size. But they got to convert that into points. Maybe they will here with free throws. Not the first one, though.
Cottrell clings that one off the front of the rim. Had a chance to bring this down to a 2-possession game, but whatever happens here, Noble has actually closed out this first period fairly well. Cottrell hits 1 of 2. Brown has the ball. 5 seconds on the clock. She backs up, maybe taking too much time now. Splits defenders, puts up an ugly one at the buzzer. It's no good. And it's a 7-point game after 1 period of play, with the Lawton MacArthur Lady Highlanders leading the Noble Lady Bears 18-11 Class 5A regional action on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Isn't just where you live, it's where you thrive. Elevate it with a roof that reflects your standards. At Cantrell Roofing, we deliver efficiency and high-quality installations. Our A-plus BBB certified team performs the highest level of craftsmanship, and our in-house insurance adjuster handles claims fast and stress-free. Backed by 30 years of experience, our 5-star Google rating reflects the trust we've earned. The better your roof is built, the better it holds up in the Oklahoma weather. Remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Jordan Ray back at Midwest City High School. It's Class 5A regional action between the Lady Highlanders of Lawton MacArthur and the Lady Bears of Noble. The Highlanders went on a big run in the first, had a nice lead. The Noble Lady Bears closed out the quarter pretty well. It's a 7-point game now, 18-11. Lawton MacArthur leading. Noble has the ball to begin the second period. Abernathy in the paint, puts up a shot, a little hard. Offensive board, and a putback by Kaysen Cottrell. It's a 5-point ball game.
Cottrell has become a factor in this game from the offensive glass.
Scramble, loose ball. Possession arrow will stay with Lawton MacArthur, but almost a forced turnover by Noble.
I think it was Mia Hughes who threw just a bad pass that was too low, trying to find the high post player. And MacArthur is fortunate to still have that ball.
Brown inbounds it to Hughes. Ball swings around the perimeter, back to the corner to Brown, drives the baseline. She loses the ball, but it ends up back in the hands of Blackwell. Hughes puts up a floater, shot no good, fouls called.
I do remember Mia Hughes from previous years for MacArthur, and she has a good scoring touch. And that was a good job of getting to a good spot where she felt comfortable with a shot. And a baseline floater there drew the foul, as it's now Lon MacArthur's turn to kind of try to stop the bleeding.
Cottrell called for the foul, her second personal foul. Hughes hits the first free throw. She's 3 of 3 from the line in the ball game.
I want to let people know, and if we have it on the screen, that the winner of this game will play the Bombers here at 3:30 on Saturday.
That's for a regional championship.
Yep. But whoever wins these games today, Tracy, along with Midwest City, is guaranteed a spot in area next week.
Abernathy out top of the ball for Noble. Swings the ball over to the left wing, and Noble resets their offense. Man defense by Lawton MacArthur. Pass over the top, and a foul called on the floor. I don't think that was on.
Well, you had Carlin set a screen, and she got knocked down. I think that may have been that. Sometimes the screener sets an illegal screen. Sometimes the screener gets fouled, and I think for Noble the screener got fouled.
Blackwell called for the foul, her first personal. And now ball knocked away, jump ball called, stay with Noble this time. 7 minutes to play in the second, 19-13, Lawton MacArthur leads.
And that was Cooley, or was that Brown? I missed which one. Catch the ball because Lawton MacArthur wants to steal every pass they can, but unfortunately she fell down while she caught it.
Abernathy gives it to McDonald on the inbound play, and then Noble throws that one away for a turnover.
Went off the head of a Noble player, I think. Couldn't catch which one.
Turnover number 9 for the Lady Bears here in the first half of play.
I'd say for the most part, Tracy, the defense has been ahead of the offense this game.
For both teams.
Yes. MacArthur doing a little bit more as far as dribble penetration goes, especially when they were making their run.
McDonald tips the ball out, side out inbound play coming for Lawton MacArthur. Brown to inbound. Hughes takes it in the corner, and MacArthur just swings it to the top and then inside. Hughes for 3. In and out. Ball tipped away. Coming up with it is number 13, Kara Jones. Turned over. Shot put up, and it is Colwell getting the rebound. Kara Jones trying to put up a shot, has it blocked.
Hey, Mia Hughes saved the layup for Lawton MacArthur. We'll see if they score on the other end.
Brown putting, Abernathy with block number 4. Oh my goodness.
Or did they call foul?
They called a foul. That looked like a clean block, but there was probably a lot of body contact.
Well, you know, when a player, and Brown did this very well, she had a good pump fake. And anytime a player gets a good pump fake, gets the defender in the air, the refs will look to call a foul, even though you may be right. It may have been actually a good defensive play that got called a foul.
Brown's free throw in and out. Still a 6-point game with 6:16 to play in the second period. Rapallo checks back into the ball game as Blackwell takes a seat.
You see Coach Gentry trusts his bench. He's going, and he's always been this way. He's always had 4 or 5 players he likes to bring off the bench.
Brown hits the second free throw after missing the first. McDonald has the ball, kicks it back out. Jones, shot's no good. Ball tipped away. Coming over the rebound is Brown. Long pass down the court. Cooley kicks it out, driving to the hole, putting the ball up. It rolls out, foul called. That was Houston who will get free throws.
You know, I like that even though Noble has blocked a lot of shots this game, Lawton MacArthur continues to attack the basket. They continue to attack the basket. Just because you have your shot blocked occasionally doesn't mean it's a bad strategy. You keep attacking, you keep getting to the free throw line, and that's been a big part of why they've maintained the lead.
6 minutes left to play in the second period. Anna Thomas checks back into the ball game. Kalia Brown takes a seat. Houston's second free throw was no good. Mia Hughes battles and gets the offensive board. Puts up the 3, no good. And a rebound by number 22, Kabry Carlin, in the ball game for Noble. Abernathy inside off the hands of McDonald, and another turnover. That's turnover number 11 in the first half for Noble. Houston driving out 3 by Rapallo. It's short. Loose ball scramble.
We've seen 2 missed threes for Lawton Macarthur, so we have another jump ball called. That should stay with Lawton Mac. They need to step closer to the line. Both those threes were good 2 feet off the three-point line, and both were well short. That's where you just got to be aware of where you're at.
Yeah, Rapallo's range not great there.
No.
Houston driving, drags her foot, travel, and that's turnover number 7 for Lawton Macarthur.
Where's Macarthur going to go for good offense with Brown on the bench? And you need players that not only are aggressive, but they have the good skill set. They're able to have good body control when they get to the basket. So, not saying Houston doesn't, but that's what things you want to avoid, dragging your feet like that.
Cottrell and Wilson check back into the game. Abernathy has the ball stolen away from behind. And now tipping the ball away is McDonald. It goes out of bounds. Side out inbound play coming from the Lady Highlanders.
Tracy, I think we've seen about Noble throw 6 baseball passes against this press. And Lawton Macarthur showed they're still willing to overplay a Noble player or Noble when they're going to throw the ball in, and they feel like they can catch up to any baseball pass thrown and get a steal. And they've actually, after the first possession that didn't work out in their advantage, that's where Noble scored first off a long baseball pass. Since then, Lawton Macarthur has been able to make a play on that ball more often than not.
Coach Vandenberg Fletcher takes her second 30-second timeout. All she has is fulls now for the rest of the ball game. And I got that right, 3 fulls and 2 30s, right?
Yes.
Yeah. She has 3 fulls left, and we have 130 left by Coach Gentry.
By the way, we want to let people know the games that we're showing video of, yes, they are blowouts. The closest one is at Del City, where Del City leads Guthrie 32-16. Guthrie's probably a bit of a step up compared to the other 2 teams in action that are bottom seeds. That's Southeast and Santa Fe South. So that they're a bit more competitive right now.
This game has seen each team score 2 points in the first 3 minutes of the second period. It was 18-11 after 1. It's 20-13 now. Nettles with the ball. She shuffles her feet and gets called for the travel. Turnover number 8 for Lawton Macarthur. And Coach Vandenberg Fletcher's got an offensive-defensive rotation going on. She's rotating Jones and Carlin in on defense. She rotates Wilson and Cottrell back in on offense.
It's not often we see that in the first half of a game. But it's the playoffs, so you're going to.
Ball tipped away from McDonald. Jump ball, it'll stay with Noble. Boy, McDonald just dribbled backwards into like 3 players and got in trouble.
Yeah, Noble is still really unsure of themselves as far as how to attack when they're in the half court.
And only trailing by 7.
Yes, a lot of MacArthur's had some travels lately.
Abernathy has trouble hanging on to the inbound pass, but it's tipped out by Anna Thomas, so it'll stay with Noble on the baseline. Wilson, 3 from the corner. Oh, it looked good. Back iron. Nettles with the rebound. Long pass down the court. Rapallo, stutter step, goes to the hole. Too high and hard off the glass. And it is coming in with the ball. Houston. Foul called. I believe that foul's on McDonald.
This has been a scrappy game. There's no question. These we've seen jump balls where there was multiple players involved, not just 2.
The challenge that stands right now for Noble in the second quarter is you're trailing by 7, you're struggling to get your offense going, and you already have 4 team fouls on you with 4.5 minutes to play in the second period. Could be a lot of free throws coming by Lawton Macarthur in the second period if Noble doesn't slow the fouling down. Mia Hughes puts up a shot. What a move as she puts it off the glass for 2. She has 5 points.
And she went at a taller player too, but just had a lot of command on that shot.
Abernathy being ridden by Houston down the court. Houston called for a foul. Her second team foul on MacArthur.
MacArthur's going to bring Brown back in So they didn't lose much with her out, although, nope, she's going to go back to the bench. She was at the scores table.
Abernathy to inbound on the baseline. Looking for somewhere to go. Carlin in trouble, kicks it back out. Abernathy puts up the long two, no good. And Thomas gets the rebound and turns the ball over. Boom, it's a three by Abernathy.
You know, Thomas, really impressive box out and rebound for Lawton Macarthur, but then she just couldn't see over the Noble players trying to throw over their heads. She's just too short in that moment.
Houston for three, no good. Caldwell just had a player climbing over her back, and someone else snuck underneath and got the rebound for Lawton Macarthur. And a inbound play on the baseline coming from Lawton Macarthur now. It's a 6-point game, 22-16.
There's a kickball on Noble there.
Houston kicks it out, throws it away. Thomas just could not hang on to it. It was too wide and low for her.
Yeah, Houston had the right idea, but this been a problem for Lawton Macarthur. They played a bit wild here in this game after taking an early lead.
Yeah, amazingly, the turnovers is almost evened up after that big swing of a lot of turnovers by Noble early. It's 12 by Noble, 10 by Lawton Macarthur now. And Lawton Macarthur not playing quite as aggressive defensively. Are they trying to lay off? Are they getting tired already from being so aggressive early?
Could be that. Could be some fouls as well. They want to be a little conservative about fouls.
Abernathy flips the ball back to Carlin. Carlin just throws it away and then shoves Hughes in the back.
Well, I like the way Mia Hughes has played this quarter. She's limping right now. Well, they need her. Lawton Macarthur needs her. I don't know if Brown had 2 fouls, Tracy, but she has stayed on the bench. And she's definitely MacArthur's best guard, in my opinion.
Mia Hughes at the line shooting 2 free throws. She's 3 for 4 from the line at this point and has 5 points in the ball game. It's a 6-point lead for Lawton Macarthur with 3 minutes left to play in the second period. Hughes' first free throw. She takes 2 dribbles, spins the ball, puts a shot up. It rims out from the right side of the rim, across the back iron, and over to the left. Shania Cooley must have run out to get a drink of water or something. Here she comes back to the bench. Hughes, 2 dribbles, spins the ball, puts a shot up, back iron, no good. And Carlin gets the rebound, has it knocked away, and a jump ball's called. The ball's going to go back to Lawton Macarthur on the baseline.
You know, they are playing a bit more conservative on defense, but at the same time, they're still getting steals, as MacArthur.
Very handsy under the basket.
Yeah.
Aggressive grabbing the ball. Nettles for 3. Back iron, no good. Offensive board by Hughes. Abernathy with the ball now.
Hughes assumed she'd have an open teammate under the basket. Instead, she found a Noble player, Abernathy.
And turning it over is Cottrell on the other end. 15 turnovers for Noble in the first half. 2.5 minutes to play here in the half. Nettles, 15-foot jumper, no good. Abernathy with the rebound.
Well, Hughes is tired. She's about to come out.
Abernathy from the free throw line, and shot's no good. A foul will be called on Nettles.
Well, you didn't want to foul if you're like MacArthur, but you did want a dead ball or a whistle blown so they can make subs. As Hughes has not crossed the timeline yet, she might be more than tired. She may be a bit banged up.
Hughes and Houston looked like she was winded as well. Neither one of them made it back down to the front to the defensive end of the court. Abernathy in the paint off the glass for 2.
All right, so Brown's back in for Lawton Macarthur. They need her to create a good shot for him as Noble's got some momentum.
4-point game, 22-18, 2 minutes left. Nettles inside, out. Thomas for 3, in and out. Oh, Rapallo with a foul as she just runs over McDonald on the rebound.
This has been a physical game. Lawton Macarthur they've played with reckless abandon, but they're starting to get a little worn out and not execute like they need to.
Blackwell come back into the game as Rapallo sits out. Full court pressure by MacArthur. McDonald with the ball. Brown on her, and a travel by McDonald. She picks up the dribble and takes 2 more steps.
And it's been one of the big stories is Lod MacArthur on defense has sped up Noble to a point where they're not very comfortable with it. You saw it on that travel.
Minute 51 left to play in the second period. 4-point game, 22-18. Lod MacArthur leading Noble. Girls game 5A regional action. This is the first round of regionals. Blackwell with the ball out top, just doing a lot of dribbling. Abernathy defending. Nettles down low. This ball swings to the right side. Blackwell inside, takes a step and travels.
I think she wanted and was probably surprised that Addie Colwell didn't come up to guard her closer, and she kind of hesitated, and when you hesitate and you're on the move like that, a lot of times that can be a travel.
Colwell gets the inbound pass. That pass may have been intended to go all the way down the court and got tipped and ended up in the hands of Colwell, avoiding the turnover. Abernathy with the ball, defended by Thomas. Reaching in, stripping the ball away is Blackwell. That ball is a scramble.
I think we have a timeout.
Timeout by Coach Gentry as Nettles is laying on the floor with the ball. It's a takeaway by Lawton MacArthur. Turnover number 17 in the first half for Noble.
I've always wondered about that as a strategy. Go ahead, burning a timeout in the first half, of a game. But I think it's late in the first half, and your offense has struggled, so you really want these possessions when you can get them. So I think it's a good timeout, and they've only spent 1 timeout so far as Lawton MacArthur, so they have 3 left.
So we've used all 4 30-second timeouts are used in the ball game now.
Yes.
Interesting note, so I saw the questionnaire that goes from the National Federation of High Schools out to all their officials this last week, asking them about here's some rule changes we're considering in basketball for next year. What do you think about these rule changes? Interesting note, common play. There's a loose ball, there's a scramble, player gets it on the floor, coach calls a timeout, retains possession. There is a proposed rule change that coaches will not be allowed to call a timeout unless the clock is stopped. Only a dead ball.
So
and that could really change the strategy at the end of a game again.
So it's up to the player to call a timeout.
That's the way it's worded. Coaches cannot call a timeout unless the clock is stopped.
Well, then the coaches will coach the players to call a timeout in that situation.
Yeah, but
you can't take away a team's right to a timeout while the clock's running if they have possession.
I guess you could, but that'd be a huge rule change if that happened.
That would. Now you're kind of going away from basketball at that point. That's been.
But just thinking about a 10-second call, trying to get the ball down the court, and a coach calls a timeout, or a 5-second defensive call or something like that. Coaches cannot call a timeout to stop that from happening. If that rule change happens. Abernathy clearly stepped on the black down here on the baseline. There was no call. Ball was tipped out. It'll stay with Noble.
Again, another baseball pass thrown as Abernathy leaked out, but she didn't have enough separation to go get an easy layup, though. Noble retains possession.
Carlin gets the inbound pass, puts up the shot, gets her own rebound. Abernathy for 3, back iron, no good. Ball tipped out, and Brown comes up with it.
So we'll look for Brown to try to score here. Yep, got to the foul line. And that's why I'm surprised she rested as long as she did, Tracy, even though MacArthur's held the lead. She's. I could already tell, I've only seen a little bit of Lawton MacArthur. She's the player that you're going to want it with a ball in your hands when the game's close, and you need to make winning plays on offense.
So Kalea Brown at the free throw line. She's 1 for 2 at the line so far. 4-point lead, misses this one and hits the left side of the rim, goes off the glass and falls out. Mia Hughes is back in the game as well. As a matter of fact, we may have the starting lineup back on the court for Lawton MacArthur right now. We do not. Houston is out and Anna Thomas is in.
Well, free throws have been a problem for both teams, really for Lawton MacArthur this quarter.
Brown misses both free throws. Abernathy pushing the ball up the court quickly after the rebound by Carlin. And it's Cottrell hitting the bucket.
Nice change of direction there. And we got a ball game. This is what we expect in a 4 versus 5 matchup.
It's a 2-point game after so many big runs by Lawton Macarthur, and a jump ball called on a trap, and it's going to stay with Lawton Macarthur with 23 seconds to play. First half.
Well, now you really want to have a good possession for Lawton Macarthur there, as I believe it was that Cooley who got a little bit overwhelmed with that trap. But now Noble will have the first possession of the second half unless there's another jump ball called.
Brown inbounds to Thomas. Ball swings around. Hughes in the corner. Looking inside, nothing there, as Macarthur just does a good job of keeping the ball moving. It is not standing still for the Lady Highlanders. Cooley almost gets tripped up, and a foul called on Carlin.
Well, so you get the ball to Brown in a position where she can attack and she can make things happen. Of course, the challenge for her now is making free throws. And if I was Coach Gentry, I would not have any players along this line because, the way fouls are being called, the way that they're scrapping, you don't want to worry about them being too aggressive here on a miss.
And they're quick to look for that long pass down the court as well.
Yeah, I would bring them back. But they're going to have 2 players along the lane, and Brown makes that first free throw. And we'll see if they press on defense. You don't want to foul if you're Lawton Macarthur, that's for sure.
4.5 seconds left to play here in the first half. It's a 3-point lead for Lawton Macarthur. Brown's second shot is up. It's a 4-point lead for Lawton Mac. Noble has come way back. Abernathy has the ball. 2 seconds. Half-court shot put up high off the glass, no good. It's 24-20. Lawton Macarthur leading the Noble Lady Bears after 2 periods of play here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Isn't just where you live, it's where you thrive. Elevate it with a roof that reflects your standards. At Cantrell Roofing, we deliver efficiency and high-quality installations. Our A-plus BBB certified team performs the highest level of craftsmanship, and our in-house insurance adjuster handles claims fast and stress-free. Backed by 30 years of experience, our 5-star Google rating reflects the trust we've earned. The better your roof is built, the better it holds up in the Oklahoma weather. Remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
Last year, 35% of all auto accident deaths were rollovers. If you've been in a wreck, don't hesitate to call.
This is why you need our number in your phone. This could be you. When you call our firm, you're going to get one of us, not some paralegal or office manager.
Most lawyers, they take more money than their clients. Most of the time, a lot more.
We don't, and we guarantee it.
At Tommy's Express Car Wash, we know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
Oklahoma Sports Network, this is Tracy Mussett. We're at Midwest City High School, halftime between the Lawton MacArthur Lady Highlanders and the Noble Lady Bears. It's 24-20 Lady Highlanders on top. They had a big lead early. The Noble Lady Bears closed out the first. Well, closed out the second. Well, it's a close game now, 4-point game. But as I looked over in the stands, I see Walter Rhodes the third, correct? Did I get that right?
Yes, sir, you did.
Walter Rhodes the third. They just recently selected Monday night. Oklahoma Sports Network had their annual football awards banquet, and Walter was selected as the Offensive Lineman of the Year for all the schools that are part of the Oklahoma Sports Network. Congratulations on that award, but more importantly than congratulations on the award, congratulations on, man, just excelling, because I saw some of the video, man, of your games. It's pretty impressive.
Thank you.
So now what grade are you in?
I'm a senior this year.
So that's your last high school football season. That's all done.
Yes, sir.
And I don't know all the backstory personally. So what's your plans moving forward? Have you made those plans yet? What happens next year?
So.
And I'm not asking for any big secret announcements or anything, okay?
No, it's okay. So, been injured a lot throughout my football career. I think I've been injured every year of my high school career.
It's a rough sport, right?
Yeah, yes it is. But it's worth it. You build brotherhoods, you build friends, you make father figures through your coaches. It's a beautiful sport, football. Even though you can get roughed up sometimes, it's a beautiful sport. But I think moving forward, I think football's over for me.
Okay.
I have offers, but I don't know if I want to pursue them. I love the game of football, but I don't love, I had gallbladder surgery recently. I had to get it removed. And then I was in the hospital for a while because of that. And, I was in the hospital and I was thinking, what if something major happens? I'm on the football field and I end up back here. So I decided I think football's done for me.
All right, man, that's a huge decision. And I want to tell you, I respect making a decision like that, because I know that probably didn't come easily. It probably came with a lot of counsel.
Yeah.
And I don't know about faith or where you stand there, but for a lot of people, it would come with a lot of prayer.
Yes, sir.
So
I love the Lord. Yes, sir. I prayed about it every night, and I read my Bible every day, read my Bible every night about it, and I believe the Lord showed me that I can spread His word. I don't need the game of football to do that. I can spread His word through medicine, through anything.
Amen. Well, the skills that you learned in team building and discipline to train yourself in football will translate to whatever path you choose in life and whatever way you go. But for just the short interaction we had here, we're about to start the game again. I want to thank you for joining us again. OSN Offensive Lineman of the Year, Walter Rhodes III, Lawton MacArthur High School. Congratulations, man, and thanks for joining us at halftime.
Of course.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Jordan Ray back at Midwest City High School. Again, you just heard us interview with Walter Rhodes III, Lawton MacArthur Offensive Lineman, won the OSN Offensive Lineman of the Year award at the annual football banquet. Noble has the ball to begin the second half of play, and they turn it over very quickly. That's 17 turnovers in the first half and already one here in the first couple of seconds of the first half. It's a 24-20 game with Lawton MacArthur on top.
I'm glad you found Walter, Trey. You deserved that interview because you spotted him.
Well, yeah, I recognized him from Monday night.
Yeah, I was there too, but I didn't get a good look at him on Monday. But you nailed it. So glad you could do that interview.
Carly Wilson with the rebound off a miss by Lawton MacArthur, and she's going to throw the ball away. Turnover number 19 now for Noble.
And again, Noble. Their defense has kept them in this game. On offense, though, they just have not been able to adjust to Lawton MacArthur's speed, and it's really shown in their passing.
I really would say that those last two turnovers were unforced because they were not being pressured. Those were just bad passes. And a layup on the other end, good by McDonald. It's a 2-point basketball game.
Yeah, we got Lawton MacArthur not taking advantage of those turnovers, and then they miss a shot, and something you noticed at the end of the first half, Tracy, Lawton MacArthur may start to get a little tired because of the pace they're playing with.
Yeah, and what's shown me that is both missed shots by Lawton MacArthur here in the second half They have not crashed the boards trying to get rebounds.
That's
Mia
huge.
Hughes with the underhand scoop, though, gets that bucket to go.
It's a nice finish for her. She's not very tall, but she's played inside. She was open for a long time. When she caught it, she knew what to do with it and avoided getting her shot blocked.
3 turnovers on 4 possessions for Noble. Missed shot by Houston. She gets her own rebound, goes right back in, misses that one. Mia Hughes with an offensive board. And finally, Caldwell comes up with a rebound.
And Lon MacArthur has a tough time just going up, straight up and shoot because of Noble's size.
McDonald puts up the shot. No, that is Wilson, excuse me, puts up the shot, gets knocked to the floor. She's going to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Well, that was a late whistle, and if they didn't blow that whistle, Lon MacArthur was going to have a wide open layup for Urbana Houston. But instead, it's going to be free throws for the Bears, and that'll be a big deal this half, Tracy, because it's a close game. Who's going to make free throws?
That's a big question mark. Noble missed a few in the first half of the ball game, but MacArthur was not great at the line themselves. Wilson hits the first one. It's back to a 3-point basketball game. Anna Thomas checks in as Shania Cooley takes a seat. Carly Wilson's second shot is up, and front iron, no good. Battle for the rebound. Mia Hughes comes up with it. Blackwell pushing it up the court. Hughes thought about a 3, fakes it, throws the ball away, turnover for Lawton MacArthur.
Hughes.
Abernathy has the ball tipped away. Somehow McDonald comes up with the ball. Caldwell muscling her way to the hole, misses the shot, misses the putback, and a foul called on the next rebound.
You know, Caldwell's got to relax. And that's just, again, being sped up a bit too much and then under the basket there. But no one from Lon MacArthur is going to block her shot. So you can take a little bit more time and make sure you focus that ball in.
Hughes called for that foul. Inbound play,
5-second
call against Noble. Turnover. Wow, turnover number 21.
I believe the Carl Albert game is over. They obviously, we knew they were probably going to win the game, and they won big against Santa Fe South, and they will advance to their regional championship Saturday afternoon, along with Midwest City.
Houston inside to Hughes. Hughes underhand scoop, no good. She steals the rebound away. Hughes has been maybe the most effective player in this game. And I don't want to take anything away from what Brown has done for Lawton MacArthur, but as far as turning it into points and boards, Hughes has been phenomenal.
Well, she's made a lot of intelligent plays, but again, you know, maybe it's partly a fatigue thing, but her shooting has been a little bit erratic, and she's going to come out right now replaced by Nettles.
Hughes come off the bench, too, not one of the starters. Long pass down the court. Caldwell goes up, gets it. And another missed layup by Caldwell. I cannot tell you how many times I've said Caldwell's missed a layup in this ball game.
And bodies are flying. I think it was Brown just came crashing down hard on the floor. It wasn't really pushed by anyone. We have a timeout call, so this should be a full timeout.
Should be a full timeout. 3-point game, 4:45 left to play in the third period here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Celebrating 10 years. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Jordan Ray back at Midwest City High School for the 5A regional tournament here. This is the only game here tonight. It is the Lawton MacArthur Lady Highlanders versus the Noble Lady Bears in a 4-5 matchup. It's a 3-point ball game with the Lady Highlanders on top here in the third period. 4:40 to play, and Lady Highlanders have the ball coming out of the timeout. Anna Thomas, Noble trapping her on the corner. Caldwell tips the ball away, and Caldwell tips the ball and off the leg of Thomas. It'll be Noble basketball. Pass to Wilson in the front court now. Thomas on D. Wilson can't get around her. Thomas reaching in. McDonald picks up her dribble out top. Thomas just stays on top of her, and now Wilson. Noble's ball movement not real crisp right now. It's like catch the ball and then reach and look, trying to figure out where to go with it next. No one's ever open immediately for the pass.
And that's a credit to Lawton Macarthur, and they've caused a lot of uncertainty for the Bears. And the Bears have the ball.
Abernathy inside, goes up, rolls across the back iron, battle for the loose ball. Nettles comes up with it, and she falls down, gets called for the travel.
Just another one of those plays where you could say Tracy bodies everywhere. And Nettles was tripped incidentally, and not something where you would call a foul, so I agree with the call there, but just a lot of so much effort being expended. And, at least this is a girls' game. When by that I mean they get a day off before they would play their next game, whoever wins this game, as opposed to the boys where you play a scrappy game on a Friday night, you got to turn around and play Saturday.
Looks like we have McDonald coming to the bench, maybe some blood on her ear. They're trying to get that taken care of real quickly. Mia Hughes checks back into the game for the Lady Highlanders. It'll be an inbound play on the baseline for Noble.
It's interesting to see how much does Mia Hughes have in the tank. Again, she's expended a lot of the energy. She got really tired at the end of the first half.
Noble has not, each team has hit 1 3 in this ball game. Each team has hit only 1. McDonald got her ear cleaned up. Noble has the ball. Caldwell at top. Ball around the perimeter. Abernathy in the corner. Picks up her dribble. Caldwell going to the hole. She hits the layup on the move to the basket and draws the foul.
At times, when Noble has cut hard to the basket, that's been their best passing, that's been their best offense.
Nettles picks up at least her 3rd foul, and Caldwell can tie this up at the free throw line.
And that's what Caldwell did. Just a very good cut from high post to low post.
Tie ball game.
And she makes the free throw. And Lawton Macarthur, they are struggling for points right now.
Only 2 points scored in the first 4.5 minutes of this third period by Lawton Macarthur. Macarthur with the ball. Brown off of her hands, off her feet, into the Macarthur bench. Turnover for Lawton Macarthur. Inbound play tipped and taken away by Lawton Mack, and Brown scores. Draws the foul.
What you had there was Houston getting the tip. Lawton Macarthur has the mentality they are going to contest every pass and every dribble. Again, it's a risky strategy for different reasons, but at times when it works great. Houston tipped the pass. Brown got the steal, and now her chance for a 3-point play.
2-point lead for Lawton Macarthur. Kalea Brown hits the free throw, and it's back to a 3-point basketball game. 29-26 is the score. Wilson gets the inbound pass. She streaks right down the court, gets it into the front court. Screen set by Caldwell. Wilson in the paint going against Hughes. Kicks the ball back out. A lot of movement away from the ball right now, but the ball still not moving crisply for Noble. Cottrell in the paint, kicks it back out through the hands of Wilson, out of bounds. Turnover. That is the 6th turnover of the third period for Noble. 23 total turnovers in the ball game for the Noble Lady Bears. Blackwell running the point for Lawton Macarthur with a 3-point lead.
Noble going zone. Oh, Hughes.
Hughes for 3. That one looked like it was going in. Offensive board by Rapallo, and Hughes drives in. Right back to Rapallo, kicks the ball back out. Hughes with an offensive board.
How many offensive rebounds has she got? She knows how to position herself. Again, she's not taller than almost any player on the court for Noble. She may be shorter than any player.
5 offensive rebounds for Mia Hughes in the basketball game.
One thing she knows is if she's on the other side from their ball's being shot, there's a good chance it's going to be missed to her side.
Caldwell steals the ball away.
They're not going to call a bumping foul on Macarthur.
Wow. Caldwell caught the ball, towed the sideline, got knocked out of bounds, and they're going to give the ball back to Macarthur. Rapallo in the corner, kicks it back out to Brown, who will reset the offense. That was one where Blackwell caught the ball and then took a hop. Again, based on the way they've been calling travels, they could have called that. Ball tipped away. Wilson comes up with it. She's got McDonald under the basket. Ball goes out of bounds off her hands. Turnover for each team. Now it is Blackwell going left, looking inside, nothing's there. Gives it back to Rapallo. Rapallo picks up her dribble. Hughes from the elbow, shot no good. A rebound by McDonald.
A nice volley there.
Abernathy inside to Cottrell. She puts it up, no good, off the front of the rim, and ball is tipped up into the support structure by MacArthur. It'll be an inbound play on the baseline for Noble. Wilson working, goes in, off the glass, good for 2.
Nice move by her, and I think Noble's going to they're getting a little bit more used to the speed from MacArthur. Still turn the ball over a lot, but they're also getting some good drives to the basket now.
Rapallo drags a foot, no call on that one. And now Blackwell from the baseline. Shot no good, rebound by Wilson.
And this is what we expect in a 4 versus 5 matchup, Tracy.
Noble has an opportunity on this possession to take a lead. They're trailing by 1. Abernathy dribbles behind her back, goes left. McDonald from the top of the key, wide left, and Hughes pulls down another rebound. Rapallo puts that one up backside, good for 2.
That's just good body control by Rapallo. For her to catch the ball the way she did, keep moving, but change directions while she was under control. Finished very well there. We're starting to see a little bit of good offense the last couple possessions.
Wilson inside to Cottrell. Cottrell misses the layup. Rebound by who? Mia Hughes. Rapallo drives the baseline, puts up the little 4-foot shot and gets it to go.
Okay, we're seeing something from Rapallo here. She's only a freshman, by the way. Hasn't really asserted herself much until these last 2 possessions. And now Thomas a steal.
That's Brown going the other way with it. She scores.
Got the hair wrong, yeah.
And all of a sudden it's a 7-point lead for Lawton MacArthur.
That was 6 quick points. And that's how you want to end a quarter, Tracy. And that's the type of run that could decide this game.
So it was Noble who closed out the first quarter on a run and the second quarter on a run, but MacArthur closed out the third. Who will win the final minutes of the fourth quarter? That may decide who wins this ball game here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Last year, 35% of all auto accident deaths were rolling.
This is why you need our number in your phone. This could be you.
At Tommy's Express Car Wash, we know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Jordan Ray, Midwest City High School Class 5A Regional Action Girls Bracket. It is the Lawton MacArthur Lady Highlanders leading the Noble Lady Bears 35-28 as we begin the fourth period of play. It's been a very tight, close game. Only one early lead by Noble, and then it's been Lawton MacArthur since the first minute or so of the ball game. Noble did tie it up in the third. Anna Thomas for three from the corner to begin this fourth period. A rebound by Shania Cooley. And Cooley steps out of bounds on the baseline, turning the ball over to Noble. Noble went on a run in the third, middle of the third, making this a close game. Inbound pass is going over everyone's head all the way down the court out of bounds. It'll be MacArthur ball under their own basket.
So we haven't seen a Noble football pass. I call it football pass, baseball pass, however you want to describe it, in the third quarter. We're back to seeing one in the fourth quarter. And after the first one of the game, they have not been able to convert one yet for an easy layup. Lawton MacArthur's been able to kind of shut that play down.
You can tell they're used to being able to throw it down the court to Caldwell, who's the tallest girl on the court frequently, but the aggressive defense of Lawton MacArthur has just not allowed that to happen. The freshman Rapallo showing great moves in the paint, puts up another bucket, and it's a 9-point ball game, 37-28. Abernathy in the paint, too hard off the glass. Caldwell with the offensive board, shots blocked right back into her hands, and the ball's tied up on the next attempt.
I got to give it up to this freshman Rapallo. Yeah, the game was tied at 26, Tracy, and then she took over. That's what you need when it's a tight game. You need someone to take over.
Abernathy all alone off the glass for two.
It's good off-the-ball screen action for Noble, and Abernathy had no one around her. That was a unusual defensive breakdown for MacArthur.
A nice look by Caldwell getting the ball to her. Houston with the bucket. So all of a sudden, we've got a scoring explosion by MacArthur the last 3 minutes of the ball game. Abernathy down low in the paint. Cottrell in and out. Rebound by Houston. Cooley. Rapallo, free throw line, kicks it out. Houston for three. Boom!
Wow.
And it's a 12-point lead for Lawton MacArthur after Noble tied it up late in the third. 6.5 minutes left to play. 12-point lead for Lawton MacArthur here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Your home isn't just where you live, it's where you thrive. Elevate it with a roof that reflects your standards. At Cantrell Roofing, we deliver efficiency and high-quality installations. Our A-plus BBB certified team performs the highest level of craftsmanship, and our in-house insurance adjuster handles claims fast and stress-free. Backed by 30 years of experience, our 5-star Google rating reflects the trust we've earned. The better your roof is built, the better it holds up in the Oklahoma weather. Remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Jordan Ray, Midwest City High School Class 5A regional action between the Lady Highlanders of Lawton MacArthur and the Lady Bears of Noble. It's 42-30. Lady Highlanders are leading with 6.5 minutes left to play in the fourth period. Just looking at one stat line in this ball game, 27 rebounds to 18, the difference, Lawton MacArthur leading. And of note, 12 offensive rebounds for Lawton MacArthur in this ball game.
They've been the scrappier team. They've had some tough stretches, but overall, if you're the scrappier team for a 32-minute game, it will show in the scoreboard eventually.
Abernathy gets the ball right down the court. Wilson has it on the right wing, looking inside. Cottrell to Abernathy, back to Caldwell for three from the corner. Way too hard. Brown gets the rebound. Make that rebound number 28 now. Thomas for three. That one's no good. That was Houston. Thomas got the rebound. Caldwell gets a rebound, pushes it down the court. Cottrell, way too hard off the glass with no one around her. McDonald back to Cottrell. Wilson for three. That one's too hard. And we're going to have a foul called on Cottrell. Interesting. Anna Thomas just backs under the taller Cottrell and takes her legs out. And the foul's called on Cottrell.
Cottrell's got to finish that. And that's an obvious statement, but Noble has left a lot of easy points on the board.
Rapallo for a bucket.
And she's had a heck of a half. And it looks like Lon MacArthur's found a second set of legs here.
Ball goes out of bounds off the hands of Rapallo, I think. So it'll stay with Noble in the front court.
Second wind is what it's usually called, of course. Lon MacArthur has totally found a second wind. And, you know, a lot of that happens when you hit a couple shots, it can do a lot for your energy.
14-point lead for Lawton MacArthur. I believe that's the biggest lead of the ball game. They had a pretty big lead in the first, but I believe 12 was the biggest lead they had in the first period. The inbound ball goes to Caldwell in the corner, right back to Abernathy. Abernathy gets tripped up, and she should be going to the line to shoot two. Nope. Yes, two free throws coming.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about that, whether it's in the act of shooting or not.
Thomas gets called for the foul.
The thing for Noble is I don't know if they're really built to come from behind. They have shown that they can effectively trap the ball earlier this game, and they need to do that again. They need to be able to effectively trap Lawton MacArthur because they got to force turnovers now with this deficit.
They need these free throws, and Abernathy misses the first one off the front of the rim. Did not use her legs much.
That's the other problem. Noble has, again, free throws. Well, Lawton MacArthur's missed free throws too, but Noble's missed layups. And they left a lot of points on the board.
Abernathy hits the second free throw. Full court pressure by Noble. Brown gets the ball to Rapallo. It's a 2-on-1. Rapallo fakes the dish and takes it to the hole.
Isabella Rapallo, she has been outstanding this half.
15 points for Rapallo in the ballgame.
It's energized his team completely.
Caldwell gets a rebound and a putback on the other end. She has 5 points in the ball game. Cooley to Rapallo in the corner for three. Boom!
She is unbelievable this half.
18 for Rapallo, and it's a 16-point ball game.
If we had to give player of the game, she's taking it over from Brown and Mia Hughes.
Wilson gets bumped by Brown.
And I was thinking, I don't know if that's a great shot when you want to protect the lead right there. You don't need to shoot that. You shoot that if you're red hot, and she's red hot. Isabella Rapallo, and only a freshman.
She's in rhythm right now.
And it's going to now we're at a point where I don't know if Noble has the capacity to do this, to come from behind here.
Isabella Rapallo does not have a lot of height, but she has the athleticism and the awareness on the court that I expect to see big things from her in the years to come as she matures and gets more experience.
Oh, yeah, and it's, you know, I've said this before, as Lawton MacArthur gets the steal, and they're going to go in a bit of a stall mode.
Not stalling a whole lot as Mia Hughes scores.
Well, they slowed it down a bit, but not for long. I mean, this game may be over here.
9 points, 9 rebounds for Mia Hughes. She's 1 point, 1 rebound away from a double-double. Wilson for three, off the mark to the left. Cooley with the rebound. Cooley has 3 boards in the ball game, and Rapallo will pull it back out this time. Under 4 minutes to play. 18-point lead for Lawton MacArthur now. Brown goes up, draws the foul, going to the line to shoot 2 free throws. The foul's on Caldwell.
So, again, Lawton MacArthur, you know, 2 years ago they had an incident, we should say, in a home game against John Marshall that really disrupted the team. They finished second in the regionals behind Midwest City. They hosted. They lost the regional championship, which they had done the year before, but they came back and got the state. But because they had to play an extra game 2 years ago, they got upset against Altus, and they missed playing in the area week. And then last year, they again got upset by Altus. Not really a big upset, but they were the 4 seed was Lawton MacArthur. Altus was a 5 seed, and Altus beat him at Del City. And so that's 2 years in a row that Lawton Macarthur girls did not get to take place in the area, and that's the prize for this game. They're going to play next week regardless of what happens against Midwest City, and that's a big deal for Lawton Macarthur, especially with all the young players they have. They're going to get an extra week of practice. They're going to get at least 2 more games.
Kalea Brown hits both free throws. She has 14 points in the ball game. McDonald out top. She's got an open 3. They might need her to just go ahead and attempt that, even if that's not her shot right now. Instead, they throw the ball away, turning it over. 26 turnovers in the ball game for Noble. 20-point lead for Lawton Macarthur with 3 minutes left to play.
So this is where Noble should trap in the half court.
Rapallo gives to her teammate, but foul is called. I believe that's on the drive by Rapallo. Brown will inbound it on the baseline.
Cottrell with a foul for Noble.
Houston defended by Wilson. Gets free, pulls up at the right elbow. Shot no good. Caldwell with the rebound and a jump ball. Wow.
That's why you want to rebound the ball high, especially if you're a tall player. Caldwell needed to keep that ball up, but because she brought it down, Houston was able to draw a jump ball. And we're at the point now where Lawton Macarthur doesn't even have to think about stalling. You can take a shot whenever you want.
Shania Cooley's the one that tied that up. Houston just dribbles off of her body. Rapallo throws that one away. Abernathy comes up with it. Wilson going to the hole, off the glass, shot's good. And Wilson's been a real consistent player for the Noble Lady Bears today.
Noble wasn't sure if they wanted to press. They are now pressing.
Hughes in the front court. It's a 2-on-2. She'll pull it up.
Any pressing or trapping from Noble this half has just been rendered ineffective. It was effective in the first half against MacArthur. Not anymore. MacArthur, they're too comfortable with the ball right now for Noble to really do anything, and MacArthur's going to go ahead and call a timeout. They may go to a couple subs here. We'll see.
Coach Gentry calling that timeout with 2 minutes and 12 seconds left to play in the fourth. An 18-point lead for the Lady Highlanders here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Last year, 35% of all auto accident deaths were rollovers. If you've been in a wreck, don't hesitate to call.
This is why you need our number in your phone. This could be you.
When you call our firm, you're going to get one of us, not some paralegal or office manager.
Most lawyers, they take more money than their clients. Most of the time, a lot more.
We don't, and we guarantee it.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Jordan Ray back at Midwest City High School, where the Lawton Macarthur Lady Highlanders have taken control of this game. Kind of the last minute of the third period on. They have been on a run. Now lead by 18 over the Noble Lady Bears, 53-35. And with 2 minutes left to play, a steal by McDonald of Noble on the inbound play. Wilson gives it to Abernathy in the corner for 3. Shot's no good, tipped up. Rebound by Mia Hughes. That is her 9th board of the ball game. She has 9 points, 9 rebounds now. I was off earlier.
And the shooting for Nobles, once they were within 1.29-28 late in the third quarter, as we see a bad pass from MacArthur. Coach Gentry coaching like the game's still in doubt, but I don't think it is. The head coach is always the last to give up, or either way.
Isabella Rapallo, the freshman for the Lady Highlanders, with 18 points and 4 rebounds in this ball game.
I want to remind people that Altus is playing Guyman over at Newcastle. That could be a very close game, 4 versus 5 as well.
Abernathy for 3. Boom! She's hit a couple of threes in the ball game. Cuts the lead to 15. Lawton Macarthur taking their time now. Throws the ball away. A turnover. Abernathy going the other way with it. And foul called on Cooley. Going to the hole is Kiki Martinez.
Well, I still think it's too little too late, but that's a good recipe to make things interesting. You make a three and you get a turnover and you force a quick, foul.
Couple of more possessions like this, and it's back to a single-digit game. I agree. I don't know how they could possibly overcome 15 at this point, but got to hit free throws for starters, and don't hit that one, right?
Especially when they're not in free throws there. Also want to remind people that over at Carl Albert High School, we're going to have Lawton High Bishop McGinnis. The winner of that game will play Carl Albert on Saturday. And Noble's going to call a full timeout.
Martinez hits the second free throw after missing the first. Noble calls the timeout with 1:20 left to play in the ball game. It's a 14-point ball game, 53-39 on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Isn't just where you live, it's where you thrive. Elevate it with a roof that reflects your standards. At Cantrell Roofing, we deliver efficiency and high-quality installations. Our A-plus BBB certified team performs the highest level of craftsmanship, and our in-house insurance adjuster handles claims fast and stress-free. Backed by 30 years of experience, our 5-star Google rating reflects the trust we've earned. The better your roof is built, the better it holds up in the Oklahoma weather. Remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Jordan Ray, Midwest City High School, 5A Girls Regionals. The Lawton Macarthur Lady Highlanders leading the Noble Lady Bears 53-39 with a little over a minute to play in the ball game. Missed shot by Lawton Macarthur. Abernathy gets a rebound for she hits another three.
Her last two threes were impressive because it wasn't like she had a clean, her feet weren't really set either one, but she had a good stroke on that.
It's an 11-point game. Rapallo misses the shot and gets her own rebound.
Again, Rapallo probably should not have done that, but she did miss the shot, and Noble just couldn't get the rebound. It went right back to Rapallo.
Callie Abernathy with 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 block shots in this ball game for Noble. She's played a good game.
And, of course, no matter what side you're on or you're neutral like we are, you feel bad for any good senior that's going to play the last game, and that may be Abernathy here. And she is a good player. And I think she feels like this is a game they could have won or be in a better position to win. Still not over, but close to over, if they just shot a little better.
Wilson in the corner, 12-point game.
Rapallo hit it.
And ball stolen away. Only 10 turnovers in the second half by Noble. Rapallo gets another bucket, and she has 21 in the ball game now.
That should do it.
25 seconds left. Abernathy gets the ball down the front court. She's going to pull up, cross the court. Caldwell for 3. Shot's no good.
That's
long rebound.
We can start to think about Lawton Macarthur and Midwest City. This is an audio stream, of course, for those tuning in and listening to us. Saturday afternoon, that will not be an audio stream. We will have video of the Highlanders and the Bombers. And I believe it's the first time they've met in the postseason, but they have seen each other at different times in the regular season these last few years. And it's an interesting matchup, Tracy, because Midwest City, as you remember from calling their game a few days ago, they're a small team too with their starting lineup. So it's going to be a bunch of guards out there for the most part.
Yeah, very quick, very fast-paced game. I would expect, depending on the officials that are selected for the game, it could be a lot of fouls called.
Yeah, well, Midwest City will scrap. You know that. The one disadvantage for Midwest City is they have not had a game in a while, and they're not going to have a game tonight because of the first-round bye, and I don't know if that's really a good thing for them.
Jones driving in, puts up a shot, no good, rebound by Houston, and a foul called with 3 seconds. Houston, that is not.
Did they call jump ball?
No, it was a foul on Noble, but it was only the 4th team foul. We did not get in the bonus for either team here in this 4th period. Aurora Martinez checks into the ball game. Also checking in is Emma Mears and Daniela Martinez. 3 Martinez girls. I have no idea if they're related or not, but Daniela Martinez checking in also for Noble.
Yeah, we don't know. We're sorry we don't know, but there's a good chance 2 of them are.
Long pass down the court. Blackwell scores. That is her first points of the ball game as she scores with 1 second left.
Good for her to get on the scoreboard.
58-42, I believe, the final. The scoreboard not updated with that last bucket, but I'm pretty sure 58-42, the final score. The Lawton MacArthur Lady Highlanders defeat the Noble Lady Bears. They will advance to play the Midwest City Lady Bombers on Saturday afternoon right back here in Midwest City.
All right, let's talk about a few things here. First, we don't have a Player of the Game sponsor here, but if we gave one out, Rapallo, because she took over when this game was in doubt, and after she was done taking over, the game was no longer in doubt. Very good in the second half.
Not only did she take over, she was by far the leading scorer in the ball game as well.
Absolutely. And that's a great sign for Lawton MacArthur. This is a young team. And I mentioned this a moment ago, but Midwest City girls, they have not played in a while. And we're talking Saturday afternoon. We're talking 12 days. I'm going to plan on talking tomorrow with their coach, Coach Knight. I know they wanted to scrimmage some teams in the meanwhile from their last game against Carl Albert, but they weren't able to schedule that. So were they at some point able to get a good scrimmage in? Or will there be some rust on their part? And if there is, then if you're Lawton MacArthur, you want to take advantage of that in the opening tip. You want to get on that early. You want to have the first run of the game. If you can make the first run in the game, then you're giving yourself a chance. And that's one game we'll have. But we're set to have regional championships at all of our schools in the Metro in 5A hosting for girls and boys. So for girls, it's all set, though, as Newcastle, Del City, and Carl Albert all won. We don't know who their opponents will be yet, but those
all of those 4 or 5 matchups are the late games.
Or 3-6 matchups, you're right.
Yeah, or 3-6, yes.
So I'm expecting Del City to play El Reno. There'll be a rematch from last year's area championship game. I'm expecting Carl Albert to play Bishop McGuinness. With Newcastle, I'm not sure. The Altus Guyman game is more of a toss-up. Right now it's on the network, and it's the first quarter. Guyman's up only by a point, 10-9, so that outcome very much in doubt. And then tomorrow, the boys' games at the same sites, of course. And we'll be back here, Tracy, calling Midwest City Altus on behalf of the Altus crew and our own Mid-Del viewers. And we'll also have on Newcastle playing Southeast. And the first time slot, that's being 6 p.m. Carl Albert hosting Santa Fe South. Del City taking on Guyman. And then we'll have a couple of games after that, including Lawton High playing Duncan over at Newcastle. And we may have another audio broadcast for Lawton MacArthur boys. They're playing Noble, but this time will be at Del City. So, but those other games I mentioned we will for sure carry, and then we'll have those regional championship games from the boys' side at 7 p.m. on Saturday.
Yeah, so it's interesting the way they split up those championship games time-wise with the girls in the afternoon and the boys late, instead of playing them back-to-back and having one session. But
well, it used to be that they would start the girls' games earlier at 1 o'clock, and then they got away from having regional championships on a Saturday the last couple of years. You may remember that it was moved to Friday the last 2 years in 5A, and when it's on a Friday, you want them a little later. You don't want to have a regional championship game at 1 o'clock on a Friday. That's too early, so they pushed it back to 3:30. I think they liked it. They're like, okay, even though we're going back to Saturday, we'll keep this time gap. And it definitely works 5A West because it's all the same sites. So,
well, and it also allows, if your boys and girls are not playing in the same location, fans that want to watch both games potentially have the ability to go to both sites and see girls and boys both play if they're at different sites. So.
I don't think we'll see much of that. The only team that's not hosting, the only school that I think will have a team in both girls and boys is Bishop McGuinness would be my prediction. But both teams will be at Carl Albert. So
right.
no
it can happen,
there.
though.
Yes.
Yes, it can happen.
And it may be different over East. It may be different in 6. Right. It's obviously different in those places. But it's interesting how 5A we got, again, same hosts, girls and boys, and there are schools. So that's what makes this very exciting.
So the Lawton MacArthur Lady Highlanders get the victory tonight over the Noble Lady Bears. Noble Lady Bears season ends In 5A, 6A, if you lose in the first round of regionals, you are done. It's one loss in the first game and then double elimination following that. So congratulations to the Noble Lady Bears on the victories they've had and the record, 15-9 on the season, 15-10 after today's game. Seniors, for example, Callie Abernathy, had a really good game today. She struggled a little bit early with some of the pressure, but settled down, hit several threes, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 3 blocked shots. She was just really aggressive defensively. Congratulations to her and the other senior on the Noble Lady Bears was Kaysen Cottrell.
And then Martinez, or Kiki Martinez,
Yeah,
so.
Kaysen Cottrell had a good game today as well. 7 points, 5 rebounds. Kiki Martinez comes into the ball game. She gets a point from the free throw line in the game. So all 3 seniors scoring. Congratulations to them and to Coach Lindsey Vandenberg Fletcher, and wish them all the luck with whatever comes next for them. But it's for the Macarthur Lady Highlanders, they're on to another ball game.
And they'll get next week no matter what.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Again, I think that's big for a young team because you get these extra practices and you get a game experience that will be good for you no matter how it goes.
So, Jordan, thanks for inviting me over to join you again today. And lots more basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network tonight. Other games going on. And from the Middale schools, but also from schools like Newcastle, who we're sitting here watching their site right now with the Altus Guyman game, and just exciting basketball all the way around on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.